I'm Sam Wakeford from Trinity Hall. I'm running for Education Officer. It's actually a job I've already done for a year when I took a sabbatical earlier on in my degree. I'm going to talk a little about the broader experience I've had in Cambridge, about what I've already delivered for students, and about what I want to achieve next year to make Cambridge better and fairer if you give me a second and final year in the job. I started out as a member of staff in Cambridge running outreach work in a department teaching office. Since becoming a student, I've been a representative at every level, from grassroots department and faculty right up to the governing university council, where I was a trustee of the entire university for a year last year. In between, I've been education officer, I've been CUSU chair, I've held other college and CUSU positions. And all in, it means I've been in an arts department, a science department. I've seen how Cambridge works top, bottom, from both sides of the staff-student divide. And I feel this gives me a really unique perspective and understanding of Cambridge that puts me in a truly fantastic position to represent students' interests effectively. In all this time, I've delivered a lot. I'm going to talk about 5 things just briefly. I secured compulsory training for graduate supervisors for the first time. I protected one-to-one supervisions from attempted efficiency cuts. The university thought it would be more efficient if it banned them. I supported literally hundreds of students one-to-one in support and representation work as a caseworker, and I helped secure £60,000 for my year and every year since to set up and then run in perpetuity the Student Advice Service to further professionalise that support. And that was actually the first cash grant CUSU has ever had out of the university. I fought to force the university to pick up the tab on government cuts to access work, like Aim Higher. And I defended bursaries from the university's attempt to slash them while it trebled fees. And that's actually worth £5,000 cash to every single student on the full government maintenance bursary over their 3 years in Cambridge. I'm going to use the limited time I've got left to talk a little about what I want to achieve next year. I think the best of Cambridge is superb, but the worst is shameful, borderline illegal. The key to improvement lies in equality and fairness, regardless of background, but also of issues like disability or gender, but also the subject you're studying and the college you're studying it in. That means training of supervisors, of tutors, of examiners. All of them are part of the educational experience. I'll work to make sure that the training supervisors receive is up to scratch and that examiners receive the most basic training in how to examine fairly and set exams, because at the moment they don't. But we also need structural change, and even that can be straightforward. If the law faculty can give exam feedback, why can't every faculty? More generally though, our education's under threat like never before. The government's forcing universities to make individual departments break even on their own. We'd lose nearly half our Tripos courses if Cambridge gave in to that pressure. I'll use my knowledge of how the university works to protect that cross-subsidy, arts subjects, small Triposes, small papers, and the wonderful diversity of Cambridge's degrees. In short, my experience changing this university and trying to improve the lives of students puts me in an absolutely fantastic position, not only to know what needs doing, but to know how to do it. I'd be really grateful if you give me a second year in the job to show you what more I can do.